ni biashara unatupa, because they won't eat tilapia. They're used to catfish. They've grown up with catfish from the river. So if you are farming a type of fish and you want returns, you'd rather farm catfish. In the town centers, because they are mostly cosmopolitan and we have people from other regions coming to these town areas, farmers who are doing tilapia do better than those who are doing catfish. So goes back to who is your market? Ni nani unataka kuzia hii biashara yako tu? You need to start there. And I believe understanding your business structure very, very well can even make it easy for you to access the finances that you're looking for, because there are investors who are interested in the blue economy. There are banks that are willing to give loans. But if your business proposal is vile inataka, it looks the way it wants, nobody will want to give you money. Investors want to see you're venturing into this business. How does your profit model look like? How does your revenue? What does your revenue look like? You don't know. You just know I want money. Nobody's going to give you the money. Or you say, oh, but I have an app. If somebody wants the fish, they can just go to the app. Yes, who is this person going to the app? Because you're so good with the technology, you have it figured out, but you haven't model itself. So that is where any young person wanting to get into any business, not even just into the blue economy and aquaculture sector, any business at all, you need to really clock in your business model, understand it, understand the market strategy, understand your competitors. When you have that figured out, everything else just tends to fall into place.
And lastly, Dennis, I know seaweed might not be like your focus, or you might not have interacted with it, or maybe you have. You'll let us know. What lessons would you say you've picked from working in the fisheries sector that would be applied in the seaweed sector? And as we are trying to take advantage of the opportunity there's a global market for seaweed, there's a local market for seaweed. What lessons would you say for our young people who might want to go into a seaweed business? What can they apply from the things that you've learned in your own business?
Well, yeah, sure. I don't have much in-depth knowledge on seaweed, but I've quite interacted with a number of entrepreneurs from Tanzania who have really, I can say, made it through the seaweed business. And what lessons I can say I've learned maybe from the cold storage aspect that are in line with, or in aquaculture that are in line with the seaweed business, is the fact that even the seaweed seaweed farmers need to put into consideration the issue of value addition. Yeah, the value addition, I've seen it kind of generating more income for people who have ventured into the seaweed business. But again, the same challenges people face in the fish business, like talk about post-harvest losses, seaweed farmers are going through the same problem. If you don't dry your seaweed well, or you don't store your seaweed well, you will end up in losses. So I think post-harvest issue is something cutting across both, either you're in aquaculture or in a seaweed business. And also not market linkage, but the issue of value addition. Anybody wanting to venture into the seaweed business, they also need to understand the issue of value addition and how best they can take advantage of that. I have seen people using seaweed to make so many products, which so many specific customer segments are interested to because of the medicinal value maybe of the seaweed aspect. So also, as Numes has said, you need to understand your target market when you're doing value addition. Yeah.
All right, great. So we'll have a Q&A session. Maybe, I don't know how the mic will get around, if there's someone who can help me with that. But if you have a question for the panelists, please put up your hand so that we can hear things that you might be curious about, questions. Start.
Morning, everyone. My name is Mohammed Gharib. I am mainly interested in blue economy, particularly to create jobs for the youth. our role at Swahili Port is to look for jobs for the youth. And we understand that the blue economy for a while has been touted as a big potential job creator. However, I don't know if you agree, but I feel like there are certain parts missing. One is obviously the government not doing its part. If there's anyone from Ministry of Agriculture, that was where the problem started. And then Kemfree Nani, who do a lot of research and nini and get lost in the details and don't do the most important things. I feel like one of the things that is missing is proper data. It's not that we don't capture enough fish, is that the people capturing the fish sell them before it was captured in data. So that's one problem, and it can be addressed by Ministry. I don't know who registers fishermen, by the way. You could just buy a net and go into the sea, hapa ushike samaki, and go. Nobody will know who you are. So I'm sure there is a registration, but the catch sometimes is not registered. And then we cannot say we are serious about fish and blue economy ikiwa hatuna soko la samaki. Kila mtu yajua soko la nyama liko wapi. Hapa Marikiti kuna soko la nyama.